Hey, how's it going? What do we got here?
Got a George Patton photo album from World War II.
Where in the world would you get this?
My grandfather was assigned to Patton for 3 months during World War II.
So your grandfather was a photographer, or?
He was a photographer, yes. It's my understanding there's 3 of these books. We have one, the Patton family has one, and there's one in the National War Archives. This one was signed to my grandfather.
G.S. Patton. That's pretty amazing.
Coming down to the pawn shop today to see if I can sell my General Patton photo album. The reason I want to sell it today is because I could use the extra cash and selling it to see just exactly what it was worth. I'm hoping to sell it for around $10,000 today, and I can't see it letting go for less than 5.
So what rank was your grandfather?
He was a lieutenant at this time. In fact, he was actually about 300 miles behind enemy lines trying to capture the images from the Battle of the Bulge. Got a Purple Heart for taking shrapnel in the leg.
I have to take my hat off to your grandfather, for Patton was not an easy person to be around from what I understand. Very outspoken.
He was always getting in trouble. He was visiting a field hospital, and there was a private, and he had no physical injuries, and they asked him what was wrong with him, and he said he had battle fatigue. And he slapped him because he said he wasn't honorable or anything like that when other guys were going out in the field and dying. Real opinionated guy. General George S. Patton was arguably the best general of World War II. He led campaigns in Africa and Europe, and his ferocious leadership gave him the nickname Old Blood and Guts. These pictures are incredible. We know who that is. That's Eisenhower. And that's de Gaulle right there.
One of the photos back here is actually classified until further notice. Right here.
This album is absolutely amazing. Signed photos from one of the most famous generals in American history. And I love that some of them were originally classified. Military collectors love this kind of thing, and it could push their value through the roof.
So what do you want to do with this?
Maybe sell it.
Okay. My concerns are, we don't know how many copies are out there. Let me get a buddy down here to take a look at this thing. We'll try and come up with a value, and I'll make you an offer, okay?
Sounds good. I'm excited about an expert coming in today and might learn a little bit more about the book and actually find out what it's worth.
Wow, this is kind of fascinating. So what are your concerns about this piece?
It's one of those weird things. I mean, they're government photographs, so they're not copyrighted, most likely.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we have an autographed picture on the front by Patton.
Oh, wow. Patton is an iconic figure in American military history. He's one of the greatest generals of all time. I guess if you wanted to categorize Patton, he'd be like the Dirty Harry of World War II generals. If you wanted somebody to just make an instant decision and act, he would just do it. At this point, he's wearing 4 stars. He went from being a 3-star general to a 4-star general during this period of time. As far as the value of the images, starting with the first one that is signed in the photograph, I need to make sure that it's actually signed by him, because if this is real, this is worth a ton of money, because he's one of the classic figures in all American military history, modern military history. This is kind of fascinating. Well, you know what you have here?
Real?
Nope.
Nope. Is it a copy?
Yeah, unfortunately, the writing is within the photograph itself. So this is a photograph of a photograph with the signature on it.
Okay.
And the way that you could tell is there's glossiness over the text, and there are little scratches and hairlines from where the gloss finish has been looked at and touched. There's only one that actually has stampings posted by the Signal Corps, U.S. Army. Unfortunately, Patton was not in this photograph. So overall, for the entire album, I would say that most of these are probably very well known and documented. If there's some in here that are unknown and special, then those could be quite valuable.
So it's one of those things where it's really next to impossible to put a...
Oh, this is a tough one. It's worth something, it's just who knows how much.
All right. Thanks, Dana.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thanks,
Hey,
Dana,
it
for
was
coming down.
really a cool thing.
I am so bummed the signature wasn't real, but the album is still valuable. There might only be 3 of these album sets in existence, so World War II collectors will want this.
This is my problem. I don't know if this thing's worth 500 bucks. I don't know if it's worth 2,000 bucks. How much you want for it?
I heard you say thousands.
It's just it. I don't know how many of these pictures are out there.
Right.
It's a pig in a poke, son.
Yeah, I know. $500 is what I could do. So worst case scenario, I don't lose money.
500. I don't think I could be disowned from my family for $500.
Would you let your family disown you for 600?
Nah, I better not.
All right, well, thanks for bringing it in.
All right, man.
Hey, thank you.
I really hate to see these photos walk away. Even though the signature isn't original, it's still an amazing piece. But I just can't risk the kind of money this guy wants when I don't know what I'm gonna get for it.